Good morning, everyone. Said goodbye to my daughter this morning. The mama here. Yes, yeah. She went to England, London, England. She has to She travels for work. And I think a couple of months ago she went to Canada. She brought home some really funny stories. And then now today she's leaving for England. Well, she's already left. So, the children, the dad, and I will have a whole week without her here, which will be interesting. I'm not sure it's a good idea to leave me unsupervised with all these children. I just love having fun with them. And sometimes that fun includes, okay, all right, the environment that I am here in now is so much more restricted than on the farm. And when it comes to certain things, on the farm there just aren't any rules. Okay, rules, they don't apply. There's no neighbors, I don't care about my grass, or is there any grass? Well, yeah, there is, They can pick whatever they want, say on flowers, and I can't. This is the neighbor's yard or something. Okay, just saying, right? I don't have to worry about strangers there. And then, of course, we got our pack of dogs who, when it comes to children, boy, they are on high alert, and they just know. They know the difference. They seem to know the difference. Our animals, or our dogs, know the difference between adults and children. It's amazing to me. Hi. Oh, he or she just went into the bird. We found another nest yesterday when we went on a walk, and there were actually babies chirping in there already. I'm not hearing anything here yet. Oh, she's watching. She or he. Oh, sorry. Oh. There it went. Complaining. So, of course, we're going to study up a little bit on England, where Mommy just went. Auntie just went. Yes? Yeah, okay. Anyway. And, the farm. Yeah, what's going on the farm? It's all right. Things are okay, but I'm a little bit worried, a little concerned. I have to step back. I'm somewhere else now, and I have to trust whoever is there that at least the animals are all well taken care of. So, yeah. We'll see. And my other daughter, with the whole family, is going up to the farm. Not me. I'm going to go and dog sit over the weekend to get the rest of my stuff, or some of it, that I'm going to need here if I'm staying longer, and it looks like that's what's really going to happen. So it could be many years before I'm back on the farm, and yeah. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens there. Gotta trust, right? Yes. And communicate. That's important too. So, let's get going. Otherwise, we we had a slip and slide going here yesterday instead of the pool. And they had these little boards, water boards, and oh my gosh, it was way too much fun. Oh my gosh. Every day, something new. Oh, and then we played this game, and I can't remember what it's called now. And I hadn't played it with them because of the youngest one. I thought, it says 8 years and up. I want her to be able to be a part of all the games that we're playing, the board games and stuff. And so last night, my daughter says, "Hey, come on up, let's play. Just teach you to play this game." And I thought, "Oh, okay." So we were 5 people, including my not youngest anymore, younger granddaughter, who's only 5. And she played by herself, all by herself. And I was just, "Oh, she knows how to play that." My daughter says, "Well, yeah." It was a fabulous game. It was a really interesting game, yes. And she played it, no problem. Just just amazed on how well these children, my grandchildren, are raised by their parents, all of them, and on how they take the time, right? Yes, to include them, even if, and okay, here I was worried that she might not, and here she was already taught. She was already taught to play this game, and it's funny sometimes. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. And I'm amazed over the intelligence that all of my grandchildren have. It's really beautiful to see. Oh, well, that's because they're already, it's in the genes. No, okay, there's some of that, surely, yes. But the thing is that you can just tell on how they're raised, yeah? Not just with, other people, the TV raising them or something, or games or whatever. The parents really invest time to teach their children, or schools. My children, just like I did, are teaching their children a lot of different things. So whatever level they are at of understanding, it's definitely being utilized. Yes? Isn't that something? Yeah. Oh, anyway. Oh, and they all went for a run yesterday. My daughter, my granddaughter, both of my granddaughters, and my grandson. And the girls had a great time. And again, the younger one came and said, "Gracie, guess what? I ran the whole way, and it was so great, and I could keep up." And she was just so excited. And I said, "No complaining going on?" She said, "Oh, no." Anyway, so great ending to a wonderful day yesterday, and my daughter, has left for England. And it was just a wonderful evening to finish up Mommy being here, right? Good memories, last memories, right? The game, the run, yes. And that makes just for a good time when there is some separation, yes. All right, we're in the book of Tobit 5, Raphael. And it's the super chapter 5. Raphael. Tobias then replied to his father Tobit, "Father, I shall do everything you have told me, but how am I to recover the silver from him? He does not know me, nor I him. What token am I to give him for him to believe me and hand the silver over to me? And besides, I do not know what roads to take for this journey into Media." And Tobit answered his son Tobias, "Each of us set his signature to a note which I cut in 2 so that each could keep half of it. I took one piece and put the other with the silver. To think it was 20 years ago I left the silver in his keeping. And now, my child, find a trustworthy traveling companion. We shall pay him for his time until you arrive back, and then go and collect the silver from Gabael." Tobias went out to look for a man who knew the way to go with him to Media. Outside he found Raphael, the angel standing facing him. Though he did not guess he was an angel of God. If you're standing right there as a man. He said, "Where do you come from, friend?" The angel replied, "I am one of your brother Israelites. I have come to these parts to look for work." Tobias asked, "Do you know the road to Media?" The other replied, "Certainly I do. I have been there many times. I have knowledge and experience of all the ways." Oh, yeah, that would be true. I have often been to Medea and stayed with Gabael, one of our kinsmen who lives at Rags in Medea. It usually takes 2 full days to get from Ecbatana to Rags. Rags lies in the mountains, and Ecbatana is in the middle of the plain. Tobias said, "Wait for me, friend, while I go and tell my father. I need you to come with me. I shall pay you for your time." The other replied, "Good, I shall wait, but do not be long." I have said this before, I do believe that there are angels walking among us. Yeah, in real life? Yes, I do. Are they? Okay. I think that is for us to discover once we go to the spirit world, and to try to explain, okay, well, how is this actually possible? This, that shouldn't be of such importance. I do know that when one person is capable of doing such amazing things out there among the community, among the people in the world, for example, people who are trying to rescue kidnapped children, children and even adults who have been sold into the sex slave trade. Yes, they're not voluntarily there. They've been taken, and then they're being subjected to such horrific abuse. There are people out there who are doing amazing work when it comes to all that. They're trained for it, and are very successful. Yes, the only way that someone like me can contribute to that is, financially, right? Yes. Those are angels walking among us. I guarantee you that. I just to try to comprehend on how there are men out there who have these just odd desires when it comes to the principles of love, and I guess women too. I'm not sure. is it's there is no comprehension for that. It's unbelievable. Does that really exist? It does. And on a much larger scale than we can even imagine. And that has not been just eradicated out of this world, out of mankind. Rather, it has become it's becoming a greater and greater pool of these just unnatural things that people do to others. And what really kind of the one thinks, well, if some things, if people are consenting this and that, or are okay to be, like prostitutes or porn or whatever, that people can watch, pay for it, I don't know what, and if it's an industry, so it's people are being paid for it, they're doing it, not forced to do it or whatever, and one can pay for it, and I don't know what. You think, oh, okay, well, if one makes that legal, then the other stuff won't happen, but it's happening anyway. A lot of that disgusting stuff when it comes to the principles of love has been around for a long, long time. Yeah, it's even in here in the Old Testament. Accept it. Oh, well, because nobody's forced this or that. It's just... And after all this time, we still, the market for boys and girls, for adults to then abuse in that realm of love, is becoming greater and greater. Unbelievable that exists. That to me is what? But we have angels walking among us who are really, really trying to make a dent into all that and save these children. Then these children have to walk through the rest of their life with these horrific memories. It's unbelievable to me that other people will do that to children. Of course, as parents and grandparents, what we can do is to make sure that when we have children in our families, to keep them safe, to protect them. And of course, if we are under the guidance, under the umbrella of our Heavenly Parent, then there's that extra protection. So yeah, I do believe in angels, because they do exist. All right, keep going. Oh my gosh, where did I go with this? Tobias went in and told his father that he had found one of their brother Israelites. And the father said, "Fetch him here." Fetch him in. I want to find out about his family and tribe. I must see if he is going to be a reliable companion for you, my child. What's Tobias doing? He's not just, okay, bring him in. I want to make sure. What did I just talk about? Okay. So Tobias went out and called him friend. He said, "My father wants you." The angel came into the house. Tobit greeted him, and the other answered, wishing him happiness and plenty. Tobit replied, "Can I ever be happy again? I am a blind man. I no longer see the light of heaven. I am sunk in darkness like the dead who see the light no more. I am a man buried alive. I hear people speak but cannot see them." The angel said, "Take comfort. Before long God will heal you." "Take comfort," Tobit said. "My son Tobias wishes to go to Media. Will you join him as his guide?" "Brother, I will pay you." He replied, "I am willing to go with him. I know all the ways. I have often been to Media. I've crossed all its plains and mountains, and I know all its roads." Tobit said, "Brother, what family and what tribe do you belong to? Will you tell me, brother? What does my tribe matter to you?" The angel said. Tobit said, "I want to be quite sure whose son you are and what your name is." The angel said, "I am Azarias, son of the great Ananias, one of your kinsmen. Welcome and greetings, brother. Do not be offended at my wanting to know the name of your family. I find you are my kinsmen of a good and honorable line. I know Ananias and Nathan, the two sons of the great Shemaiah. They used to go to Jerusalem with me. We have worshipped together there, and they have never strayed from the right path. Your brothers are worthy men. You come of good stock. Welcome." So, okay, wait a minute. Now, if this is the angel Raphael, that's an archangel, then why is he lying? Well, he has to convince Tobit now that he's a worthy companion for his son. Well, no doubt to me that that was actually Azarias. And that, again, all right, so how do angels actually work among the people when they are in such presence? Yes? And let's see. Let's go back here. Raphael, or Azarias, Azarias never said, "I'm Raphael." Raphael never said to Tobias, right, or Tobit now, that he is the angel Raphael. And he wasn't. In the way that angels work among us, right, they can become such a presence around us that their spirit, in a way, they don't take over ever a person either. You see, that would be wrong. That's on the side of, no, that's not on the side of goodness anymore when it comes to spirit world. But they can mingle with our spirit in a way that then we are, in a way, guided. We don't lose our consciousness or anything as the person that we are, but we are guided in such a strong way that we just follow. It's like following in the footsteps of Jesus. Azarias just followed in the footsteps of Raphael at this time to be where he needs to be to become Tobias' companion. Yes? What does it say? God calls many. Calls many into his service. So few follow. So few follow. Yes? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but that's how it works. Anytime there is possession going on of a person, it's not good. That's never good. That is never right. Yes? We have free will. We are the ones that choose. And our Heavenly Parent would never take that away from us. That's it. That is an absolute. And when it happens, then it's never on the side of goodness. Then something else is steering us. Something else wants to take over, and it's not good. Just saying. He went on, I engage you at a drachma. That's what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying this is because, well, otherwise, Raphael now would be lying who he is to convince Tobit, thou shalt not lie. That applies to all of the angels as well. All the 10 commandments do not just apply to mankind, but to the angels as well. Yes? If not, then what was the problem in the Garden of Eden? If the angels just get to do whatever, they are also under the guidance of our Heavenly Parent. And it's absolute guidance. And if it's not anymore, all right. But this angel is under absolute guidance. Yes? So, he would not lie. He would not lie at all. That's why. Right? Yes? There's no possession going on that Azarias suddenly becomes Raphael, or Raphael has taken over the body of Azarias to then, right? No, this is Azarias being guided by God and this angel. Yes? Okay. He went on, I engage you a drachma a day, with the same expenses as my own sons. Complete the journey with my son, and I shall go beyond the agreed wage. The angel replied, I shall complete the journey with him. Do not be afraid. On the journey outward, all will be well. On the journey back, all will be well. The road is safe. Tobit said, blessings on you, brother. Then he turned to his son. My child, he said, prepare what you need for the journey and set off with your brother. May God in heaven protect you abroad and bring you both back to me safe and sound. May his angel go with you and protect you, my child. How did Tobit know? Tobias left the house to set out and kissed his father and mother. Tobit said, a happy journey. His mother burst into tears and said to Tobit, why must you send my child away? Is he not the staff of our hands, as he goes about before us? Surely money is not the only thing that matters. Surely it is not as precious as our child. The way of life God had already given us was good enough. He said, do not think such thoughts. Going away and coming back, all will be well with our child. You will see for yourself when he comes back safe and sound. Do not think such thoughts. Do not worry on their account, my sister. A good angel will go with him. He will have a good journey and come back to us well and happy. Reading this last little part here brings something to mind as well. When a husband and wife stay united together, then have children. Of course, each one has their position in the family. It is, man should be subject and woman should be object. Oh, well, that sounds like, okay, look at it however you want to. It is just the way it is, okay? I mean, goodness. If if one just finds something to complain about, or you feel as a woman, oh, I'm just object. Well, I want to be subject. Or the man says, well, why do I have to always be the leading? I want to just not do anything and not have to protect my family. I'm going to let the woman do it, or whatever. It is. There are positions in a family, as husband and wife, as parents, as children, that are set. Yes? And here, usually as a father, as a husband, the man, you stand in a stronger position to allow adventure, to start to give responsibility, right? Yes? And the woman, the wife, the mother, yes, of course. Wait a minute. What? Aren't you worried? I'd be worried. We're good. What do you need this money for? Like, for example, here, right? Or, no, we need to figure this out one more time. This and that. So it's a good balance, right? And then what does Tobit says? Don't worry. It'll be fine. I've already taken under consideration of everything that you have said. But he's most likely, Tobit did that as well. He could have just sent his son off on his own. But he knew that his wife, Anna, would have been very worried. Okay? This way, he can reassure her as the mother, it's okay. See, he's got the best companion ever. And on top of that, an angel is also with them, so that she can be more reassured. So, father and mother in a family work together like that. If one or the other is missing, the children will miss out as well. The balance isn't there. And that is something that I think that people who are, as I said, again, not building good foundations in a marriage, for a marriage, then please just abstain from having children. Please abstain from having children. It's a selfish thing to do, to just put children in this world without having a good foundation, having a good plan, yes, to start a family. I think that advice is not something that's, oh, I'm being judgmental or this or that. No, it's just good, sound advice. And it should be more given out there. Yes? Because this little part shows why it is so important that there is a father and a mother present. All right, then there are the few where one or the other passes away. Well, you believe in the afterlife, spirit life? You think that when either a father or mother is taken from a family in that way, that they're suddenly not there anymore? Well, then I guess you don't believe in angels either. All right. That could be for another time, though I think I've talked about that before as well. Anyhow. That's it for today. Oh, you're back right at the end of... You want me to leave, don't you? You are so perturbed. Going back in the nest. Oh. Ah, she's sitting. He or she. I don't know. I could have to read up on robins if they share the burden or not. Bird sitting on the eggs. They haven't hatched yet. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a tweet going on here constantly, and I wonder how aggressive this bird is gonna get when those babies hatch and they need to be fed and all that. And here we are cruising around. That'll be interesting. it's amazing to me on how this is the first time that I've seen this bird actually sitting on the nest and not moving. All the other times it would keep flying in and out this net. Now it's like, I have to have the courage to just go and do it, no matter who is sitting here or this or that. Those eggs have to stay warm, right? Yes? And that's the instinct for this mama bird or daddy bird, I don't know. I guess it's a mama bird. Let's just call it a mama bird for right now. See, I want to give credit to Dad too if there is that kind of unity going on between these two birds. It's interesting on how their instinct is to keep the eggs warm, to protect the little ones, is much stronger than their feet. Yes? Well, interesting. Don't you worry, we will not hurt you. You are protected. And we will be in joy with you when you have your babies. Yeah, I have a feeling the kids will go and get some worms and put them somewhere so she can find them easily. Yeah, yes. All right, that's it. That's all I have to share this morning. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and embrace you with love. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow.